What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a very interesting and exciting brand new update on the Liverpool Takeover story or the Liverpool Takeover saga. How do you feel and what do you think about John Henry, the owner of Liverpool, being in direct talks with Saudi Arabia, with Saudi Arabian investors? He's in direct talks with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, who own Newcastle United as well, over a major investment which could be worth over £1 billion into FSG, and potentially this could mean that Liverpool could be sold to Saudi Arabia, because if the Saudi Arabians think that there is no path forward with Newcastle because of the profit and sustainability rules being very strict, because of the Premier League finally enforcing very strictly financial fair play rules, and we expect a verdict in the Man City case this season as well. So maybe Saudi Arabia are thinking that they could sell Newcastle and buy Liverpool instead. How do you feel about that? What would you think if that happens? Let me know in the comments below. So John Henry's FSG are in direct talks with the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund over an agreement between the PGA Tour, which is part owned by FSG, and Live Golf, which is a new golf organization owned by Saudi Arabia, by Saudi Arabian Investment Fund. And John Henry is spearheading a consortium which is called SSG, Strategic Sports Group, alongside other franchise owners. They invested $3 billion, which is 2.3 billion pounds, not million, billion. That's 1,000 million pounds into the PGA Tour. These numbers, I'm just laughing because these numbers are literally incomprehensible to a normal guy like me. And FSG is directly involved in the current negotiations to end the split in international golf, and they are looking to merge the two organizations. And FSG have already a very vast portfolio of investments. They own the Boston Red Sox, they own the Pittsburgh Penguins, and they have major roles in NASCAR as well. And they are looking to invest in the NBA as well, potentially with a new Las Vegas team founded, and they could be joint owners with LeBron James, who also have an investment in Liverpool FC. And John Henry is heavily involved in detailed negotiations with the Saudi Arabians, and this doesn't make me feel good. I will be honest, I don't really want Saudi Arabian investment, if I'm honest. I don't like state ownership in football, and I'm totally against Liverpool being owned by a state, but I would welcome more investment into the team. I would welcome FSG spending more money into Liverpool, and if they could sell part of Liverpool to an investor, not a state, but an investor, and that money could help Liverpool buy a world-class defensive midfielder, then I would be for that investment. But I'm not for state ownership. That's my opinion, but feel free to show your opinion, to voice your opinion in the comments below, because all opinions are welcome on this channel, and I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. So let's have a discussion. I will try to reply to some of the comments after I upload this video before Liverpool play Crystal Palace. It's an early kickoff on Saturday once again, but I'm really nervous and excited about the game. So let me know your score predictions for the game as well. So let's explore what this could mean to Liverpool. It was announced earlier this year that FSG are looking to purchase maybe a second football club beyond Liverpool, and to help Liverpool to remain competitive in the Premier League and beyond. At the time, FSG President Mike Gordon said, "Global football has changed immensely over the past several years, becoming increasingly sophisticated and creating myriad challenges. To remain competitive, we must identify every avenue available to us to gain an edge. To this end, Michael Edwards will use every tool at his disposal, and they have already identified the acquisition of another club as one channel that will help fortify our overall operation and drive our competitive ambitions." And ESPN revealed that this meeting between John Henry and the Saudis took place in New York, and it involved Tiger Woods, because he's also an investor into the PGA Tour, and former Masters winner in golf Adam Scott. They were in New York to this meeting took place in New York, where they talked with the Saudi Arabian investment fund over potential merger between Live Golf and the PGA Tour. And remember that FSG are still open to investment, because in 2023 they sold part of Liverpool to New York-based sports investment firm Dynasty Equity. The value of the deal was not disclosed, but the rumors said it was between $100 and $200 million. But I also want to share with you guys that this meeting between John Henry, FSG, the PGA Tour representing, Tiger Woods and Scott and other investors, and the meeting with the Saudis was heavily criticized in the USA by the 9/11 Justice Group. The group of 9/11 survivors, first responders and family members of those killed in the terrorist attacks have accused the Saudi Arabian government of supporting the terrorists. They said, we commemorate the 23rd anniversary of 9/11 tragedy, yet here we are today in New York City, down the street from Ground Zero, and the PGA Tour and Tiger Woods are negotiating with them. 9/11 Justice President Brett Eagleson said in a statement, as has been confirmed in the last few weeks by CBS reporting, the Saudi Arabian government played a role in the horrific attacks of 9/11. It is disgusting, unacceptable, and incredibly painful that the PGA Tour and Tiger Woods would do this, especially now. The PGA Tour commissioner himself, Jay Monahan, said that talks with the Saudis and PIF have been enhanced and they are stronger than they had been in the past, hinting that a deal could be reached to bring the fractured sport back together. So that's why I'm even more against, state ownership and against Liverpool being involved with Saudi Arabia in any capacities, because they supported the 9/11 terrorist attacks, and that's really, really shameful. But these are hedge fund managers, these are venture capitalists. John Henry doesn't care about morals, he doesn't care about anything else but the bottom line. How much money can he make? And if he can make more money selling Liverpool to somebody like Saudi Arabia, maybe he will consider the offer, even though I think the backlash would be enormous, because Liverpool have a very distinct history and a very distinct and a very strict set of values which the city of Liverpool have. But that has been eroded throughout the years because of capitalism and because of greed. The owners, FSG, have been hiking up ticket prices gradually, which I am against, because Liverpool, if you increase the ticket prices by 10 to 20 pounds, it means a lot to the fans, but it means little to Liverpool. It's a couple of million in the bank. And for Liverpool, a couple of more million in the bank shouldn't be the reason why you are fleecing the fans. That's my opinion. And I really like the German model better, because the Bayern Munich president, Uli Hoeneß, of course he's not a saint himself. He has done some shady things in the past, but he said that the fans are not cows, that we should milk them. And the working class people and the students should be able to afford to go to games regularly, because they generate the best atmosphere. And there is no wonder that the atmosphere, not just at Anfield, but throughout the whole of Premier League, has been gradually declining as the ticket prices are going higher. It's a consequence that more older people can get only into the ground because they have more disposable income as well, and less young people, less university students, less high school students, less working class people who maybe sing louder, who are maybe more passionate, and more tourists get into the game. I don't want to get into that argument, because I think all fans should be welcome at Anfield, but it shouldn't be just who can pay the most for the ticket prices, because football should be for everyone. That's what football, that's what the love of the game, that's what the beauty of the game is all about. That if you have a ball and if you can just put two markers down on a grass of land, you can play football. You don't need fancy equipment for it, and it can be played by everyone, and it is played by almost everyone. So football shouldn't be just for the rich people, in my opinion, to attend the games. That's why I'm against ticket prices. I just wanted to voice my opinion. on my platform. And Arne identified how Liverpool could be able to win the Premier League title, and it is a very statistical and analytical approach, because if you look at last season, Liverpool finished 9 points behind Manchester City, and the main reason was not Liverpool's home form, because Liverpool collected almost the same amount of points as Man City and Arsenal at home, but away from home, Man City took 44 points and Liverpool only secured 34 points on their travel. And that was the main reason for the gap. Liverpool only won 9 of their 19 away games, Man City won 14 of their 19 away games, and Arsenal won 13. So you basically have to aim for at least 13 or 14 away wins, and you also have to hope that at home you're not dropping too many points. We already dropped 3 points to Nottingham Forest, but away from home, so far Liverpool have won every game that they played. And Arne said if you purely look at from a data point of view, then it was a 10-point difference to Man City, and the final gap was 9. If you look at the home form of both teams, it's the same. If you look at the home form, then the $10 million question is, why is this? I think there are areas we have to improve, and that is why it is so important to take control over every game, not only the home games, but the away ones as well, just to be very dominant in away games. That's why I wasn't very happy with the first 20 minutes at Wolves. Yeah, because Liverpool started really slow against Wolves. And if they start really slow against Crystal Palace, and if we go 1-0 down, then it's a totally different game, and it's a really uphill struggle to come back from 1-0 down. So Liverpool really need to start on the front foot, and how much better it would be if Liverpool took the lead in the first 20 minutes and not the other way around, not the other team. Arne said, if the thing is, if you are Liverpool, and also there are one or two other top clubs, if you go to say Wolves or Palace and they get a corner click, the stadium erupts, the fans cheer. So that is why you have, when you face these teams and you are a top club, everyone is looking forward to the Liverpool visit the whole week. It's Crystal Palace's cup final, at least for the first half of the season. Liverpool visiting Selhurst Park. Everybody is talking about Liverpool are coming. The players are all up for it, and that's why it is so tough. That's why it's so important. Don't lose a simple ball. Don't lose challenges, ground duels, aerial duels. Don't give away a corner kick. Don't let them get the cross in. Don't give them anything that they can cheer for. I've seen a lot of games of Crystal Palace, and it is probably impossible for a lot of teams not to get the chance. Every team does concede chances, and that has to do with the amount of quality every team has in the Premier League. Keeping them away from our goal as much as we can is the smartest thing to do. And that's what Liverpool need to do. We need to start on the front foot, calm the stadium down, get on the ball, start passing the ball around, dominate possession, and see out the first 20 minutes, and maybe go and try and score a goal in the first 20 minutes. Liverpool need to start much better than against Wolves, and I'm really looking forward to the game as well. So let me know what do you think will happen against Crystal Palace. How do you feel with Liverpool being in talks? I mean, the Liverpool owner being in talks with Saudi Arabia as well. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will upload a post-match reaction and analysis video of the Crystal Palace Liverpool game. So check back on my channel after the game is finished. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.